while we have a moment, let's talk about Gator Water.
Hi everybody, today's Sunday drive. I think Eric and I are going to go from Casabella at Windermere, which is a luxury gated community here in Windermere. We're
outside the gate.
We're outside the gate. Okay.
There's a sign there that says no riffraff.
No
so
riffraff.
No,
no riffraff. Okay.
We don't have
so, all right. So we're gonna go from this Casabella community at Windermere. We're gonna go down through downtown Windermere to Universal Studios today. Is that right, Eric?
It is Universal Studios Resort.
Yes. Fabulous.
In Orlando, Florida.
Yes. The high, low, 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 low.
Yes.
High,
If you didn't see our previous thing, that's the announcer voice. Low, low, high, high.
Okay. Very good.
Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida. Thank you.
Done, honey. You should do that for a living.
I did at one.
I know you sure
for
did.
a minute.
Yes.
And by the way, we're taking the
scenic tour.
Scenic route because we want to take you through downtown Windermere. And as you see, here's Windermere for you. These trees represent Windermere for you.
It's beautiful. So Windermere is a very nice area. You know, it's kind of iconic. It's where they've got some gorgeous communities that are guard gated. You know, Shaquille O'Neal just sold his house. Tiger Woods used to live out here.
He did.
So, I've been in Keens Point and Isleworth, some of these communities that are notoriously grand. And, I've been in these homes and I'm looking and I'm actually texting you. Do you remember, Eric, when I was like,
yep.
Do you know this golfer's name? I'm in this golfer's house.
Yeah, right.
I won't say the name of that person, but
we don't do that.
We don't do that.
She told me, but I did know.
But yeah, because I don't follow golf, so I did not know whose home that home belonged to. But at any rate, this is kind of cool. But anyway, my point is these are beautiful luxury communities out here. A lot of them. Now, Windermere is also a little bit older, and there might be some newer or new-ish communities kind of trickled in. But most of these communities are a bit older, which is part of the beauty of it because you've got mature landscaping, you've got established communities, and fantastic schools. So it's kind of the zip code that everybody iconically thinks of when they think of Florida. They think of Windermere, Florida.
And I have a theory about that. Can I share my theory?
Go for it.
So Tiger Woods, when he was by the way, get well soon, Tiger.
Yes, please. We love you, Tiger.
But as he was getting big, they would announce him on the tee box, and they always covered everything, and they would say, from Windermere, Florida, Tiger Woods.
Good.
And they did it right. They did it right. But I never heard the name Windermere, Florida before, but I could have told you way back in the day. We lived in Virginia. I could have told you Tiger Woods is from Windermere, Florida. I had no idea where that was.
Right.
And here it is. But that's where they announced him from. And that's how I think nationally it really helped get famous. Look at those trees.
I mean, they're beautiful. And you just don't get this in newer communities. It's part of the trade-off, I guess. With new construction, you're going to get new home. Everything is brand spanking new, newer building codes, newer energy efficiency features, things like that. But you kind of get a barren piece of property.
Mm-hmm.
They rip everything up. It's all gone. And at least here in Windermere, they have built around nature, or nature has now grown up. So right. it gives you just a really beautiful aesthetic, honestly, throughout every community. But we are taking the scenic tour. So obviously, if we wanted to get to Universal, we could be doing so by the main roadways, which is not as quite an entertaining drive as perhaps just kind of meandering through these back roads. But I do think that this is a fun way to kind of show you where things are. So we're getting ready to turn up here to the right, but as we pass, over here is Windermere Elementary School is over on our left. Again, all the schools out here. We are in Orange County, just like Winter Garden was Orange County. So as we travel down this road, you're going to see a few roundabouts, and we're going to get into the, just the downtown Windermere area.
Yeah, and I want you to look, I'll put a map up on the screen just to show you. We are on the thinnest strip of land so Lake Butler is over to our right, and so this is called the Butler Chain of Lakes. Mm-hmm. And so all of these lakes you can get from one lake to another, to another, to another. On our left right now is a dock club, a boating club, where people store their boats or whatever, they go do that. But Windermere is also it's about trees, it's also about the water.
Oh, absolutely.
It really is about that chain of lakes.
Chain of lakes, yep.
And, if you have a home on the chain of lakes, that is a price multiplier.
Yeah, hang on to it.
Yeah, people call us.
Or sell it to us.
Yeah, people call us all the time and say, would like to have a house on Lake Butler, and we say, okay. No, well, first of all, they're hard to find.
They're
Second
very
of all,
hard to find.
Just have large deposits in your bank account available.
Yeah. Well, and just kind of piggybacking. Whatever. Whatever. That one. What he said.
Yes.
That I haven't had my.
These tours are so informative.
They are so great, so professionally done. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh, the lakes. So while we're talking about, I'm not saying it. While we're talking about the lakes, just remember we kind of referenced it when we were talking about Waterlea in one of our other videos. You know, lakes have different sizes and depths and uses, and not every lake is going to be a boatable or a skiable lake that you might want to enjoy lakefront living or that kind of a boating lifestyle, because some lakes are very, very shallow and it will not provide you that opportunity, but the view is still beautiful. So you just have to keep that in mind as well, that when people say they want to be on the lake, you know, sometimes we have to ask, do you just want to see the pretty lake? Do you want to have access to the pretty lake? Do you want to boat on the pretty lake? Because all of those are going to be different things. Okay, so Eric, tell us where we are now.
We are in the Windermere Business District, but this is considered downtown Windermere. So just lovely little shops. The downtowns of this area, so whether it's Windermere, Winter Garden, Claremont, even places like Mineola or any of the towns, there's just kind of old towns that are just so. Amy likes the word quaint, and these are quaint.
And they're like Hallmark movie settings.
They really are. They really should be shooting
look to your left. They, I should see. Was their name Dana Patrick or that whoever it is?
Danica McKellar.
Oh well, I was super close. How do you know more than I do?
She was on some show.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Well, anyway.
There's Elysium. You
yeah,
can get
so
it's a interior designer.
I know. We should go there and take a look. Oh, they've got cabinets there.
They do. Ooh. So, again, Windermere, you see there on the sign there, their theme, Among the Lakes, because that's what they are.
They are among the lakes.
We're going to come around and you're going to see, so a lot of communities have the sort of ceramic thing that they paint, and they do horses here. So there's the red, white, and blue horse.
So where I'm from in Virginia Beach, Virginia, originally they had mermaids everywhere.
Yep, true.
In fact, in is it Kyushu, Japan? That's the sister city.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it Miyazaki? Well, anyway, there's a sister city in Japan, and they actually have one of those painted mermaids in their port. Anyway, continuing on. I'm sorry. One of the things we talk a lot about is riparian rights. A lot of people don't know what that means, but riparian rights means that you actually, a property line is going to go into the water. So your property kind of goes to that point. However, sometimes there's like that conservation, right on the bank. You've kind of got like some conservation area that you cannot destroy in order to build a dock. So you have to build your dock up and over that.
And the way you know around here is there's always a little white sign.
Yeah, a little white
says,
placard.
This is the line of the conservation area.
Yeah, and that's okay though, because obviously again it's Florida, so just like we have a gazillion pool companies, there are a gazillion dock companies, and they all know what they do. They work in conjunction with the EPA as far as knowing what brush and stuff they can remove that is just weeds essentially, and what is actually protected conservation or preservation areas. But it is important to mention the docks, because a lot of people think if they get on the lake that it's almost like a beach, like it's just like beautiful, your lot ends and then water begins, and that's really not the way it is in
almost never.
Yeah, there's going to be some type of brush and stuff. Like there's an example out the window right there. So there's the lake, but then you may have all of these trees and just kind of stuff right there, and
you cannot clear it.
No, you cannot.
That's protected area. It's conservation. They're conserving that area. Mm-hmm. So you can on properties, even like the one we're looking at the side window here, you can,
because there's a lake behind it. Can they see that?
Yeah,
sort of?
you could probably put a dock there, but you'd have to come up and over and protect the wildlife. So while we're here, so what they're doing up there is they're tree trimming.
Good idea.
Let's talk, while we have a moment, let's talk about Gator Water.
Oh, Gator Water.
Let's talk about gators. So you heard us say Gator Water. We're actually channeling Amy's dad when we say that, because that's the way he would have said it. But whenever we see a body of water that is sort of shallow and has a bank, Amy, what is that?
That's Gator Water.
That's Gator Water.
Don't make me laugh.
That's Gator Water. Because... Okay, you get a lot of inside scoop into just things that we say.
Oh my
So
gosh.
First of all, Amy, what does an alligator say? An alligator. If you look at any alligator in the
Whatever.
world, if you look at any alligator in the world, they say whatever.
Stop.
And they say it just like that.
They do.
And that helps you to not fear gators as
People
much.
don't understand what's going on in our brains right now.
I know, but no,
They don't-
I'm just trying to teach you how we channel things here.
Okay.
So Amy does not like alligators.
No.
Okay? If you are from up north in the United States, alligators here are like deer. You see them they're part of nature, and you see them every once in a while. You absolutely have to be cautious around them. By the way, that's true of deer. Deer kill a lot of people in the United States every year. You have to be smart. Don't be down by the water at sunset. Don't
Feed
look
them.
where you're walking. Please don't feed them. But a lot of people come and they want to live here, and they get really nervous because they're like, "What about alligators?" One of the things I can tell you is we don't have a lot of alligator attacks in Florida, which should tell you it's pretty well controlled. But they are here. I promise you, if you see Gator Water, there is. It makes me laugh every time. There are gators in it. If you see a body of water in Florida, just assume there's an alligator thing.
Yep.
They don't want to bother you. What does a gator say? Whatever.
Okay.
They don't care about you. You don't care about them. Please don't feed them.
Yeah.
But don't fear them. Respect them. Right. By the way, we're passing Isleworth on the right.
Right.
So Isleworth is previous home of Tiger Woods before he moved for some reason, and I shouldn't laugh, but get well soon, Tiger. So that is absolutely a completely gated community. That's a very exclusive community, as they say. And you'll see up here on the right, this is actually their sales office, so if you want to go see a house, even with your realtor, you've got to stop in there first.
Right.
Everything is there is resale, but
Right.
Very careful about who goes there and who doesn't go there
Yep.
in that community.
Exclusive is, I think, the perfect word.
Exclusive is the perfect word.
It is. Well done.
Hey,
honey.
take a right.
T-
Even though your directions may not tell you to take a
want me
right.
to take a right?
I want you to take a right.
You don't want me to take a ride on Turkey Lake?
I do not. I want you to take a right now. We're actually gonna. So this is called the Grove.
You want me to go into the Grove?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just take a right here, and then you can take a left on Sand Lake. And I think I'm right. This may be the first
my
time on a Sunday
gosh.
drive that we get lost. We have
Honey.
told you previously that I have a good sense of direction. I want to take us to Restaurant Row. So I think that this is how we do it.
Oh my gosh.
We'll
Okay.
find out.
So-
Stay tuned. We'll let you know if we make it.
So, real quick, this is called the Grove, but I do not want you to get confused with the Winter
Right.
Garden Village
True.
that is also at times referred to as the Grove.
A lot of groves.
Now, this one, actually, my dermatologist is in here, an excellent dermatology group. So you can come here. They have medical offices. They have all sorts of things here
Right.
as well.
But you'll notice that we are now, in civilization. So
We are.
we were kind of back in the big tall trees, lots of houses. Of course, that's civilization as
Right.
well. But I mean, in terms of shopping and
Right.
schools and those
Right.
kind of things.
And as I say, if we had continued straight, if you didn't make me turn right,
Right.
if we had gone according to plan, you would
This
have
is always
seen.
the plan.
I know you would have seen the middle school over to the right, and of course now it literally just escaped my mind. Someone also played soccer there.
Yes, I know.
Anyway,
I'll put it on the
there's
screen.
the middle
They wear
school
green
is
and
up
gold.
there. Yes, they do.
And by the way, we just passed the sign and said, "Welcome to Dr. Phillips." So now we're in Dr. Phillips, Florida.
Yes. So if you think about that, because a lot of times people don't know, where is Dr. Phillips in relation to Windermere, in relation to Winter Garden, and everything is so connected by just a quick drive. And Dr. Phillips is a great area. There's a community that's it's actually a Meritage community called Sand Lake South. So shout out to my Meritage friends. That is a great community, but the location is definitely, something that you would have to want because it's so close to Restaurant Row. It's a great place for a lot of people who are looking for their own private vacation home.
Right.
That's, I think, a lot of the people that have purchased in there because it is just right smack dab in the middle of everything. Fun and exciting. Restaurant Row, iDrive is there, Universal is there.
You can see the Orlando Eye, the big Ferris
yeah.
wheel. You can see that from the community, which
Yeah.
is,
It's pretty
if
amazing.
that's what you are looking for, that is absolutely the place to be.
All right, so we're gonna head up. So again, we're gonna take a left up here. If Eric hasn't gotten us lost,
I might have.
I
And
think you did,
directions died.
actually.
We'll see. If I did, we'll change the tour in a minute, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Just keep driving. Let's just see what happens. This has now become a true Sunday drive. Let's just take the road and see what happens. Just ask Siri for directions to Universal.
Okay.
Do it.
Hey Siri, directions to Universal Studios.
I just wanted to share one more thing about our marriage.
Great.
These are our couples therapy as well as whatever. We've never discussed this, but when we chose our voices for Siri, Amy picked the Australian man and I picked the Australian woman, and we've never discussed it. And I don't know if it's healthy or if it's,
I think it's
a
healthy.
problem. I don't know. I don't know.
He sounded sexy.
Exactly. You don't have enough sexiness in your life? No, so here's the other joke about our marriage. We are every CBS comedy. I'm the schlubby guy
No,
that
you're not.
I can make a
Honey,
joke every
stop.
once in a while,
Stop.
and she's the cute chick,
Stop.
and
No.
that's the whole. It's every CBS comedy that has ever been.
Okay, you're funny.
So
Okay.
hey, we are turning on sound like I was
We are.
correct, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
I was correct. No, this is
I
where.
actually passed Wallace because I wanted to come
Right,
up here.
but
'cause
this
knew
is where I
Sand
wanted
Lake
to go.
was next.
Sand Lake. So now we're going to go Restaurant Row.
So this was all part of your plan.
It 100% was.
Okay.
Rewind the tape.
Okay.
Rewind the video, everyone, and you can go back to where I said I want to go down to Sand Lake Road so
Okay.
we can take them past Restaurant
So
Row.
we are going to do that.
Thank you. Eric was right again.
You were right, sweetheart. So there are places on the left and the right coming up. There's a Trader Joe's, by the way. So if you are a Trader Joe's fan, by the way, they have my favorite Moscato. I'm gonna shout out to my friend Jen who got it for me, and now I will say I love it, but I haven't bought it forever. But there's a Trader Joe's right there to my left. They're the only ones that sell it. It's a peach Moscato. So
You want to go drink some before we continue to drive?
no,
That would be bad.
No, that's not following the rules. You're not supposed to drink and drive. But anyway, so that's a great little, lovely shopping area over there. But there's also, I mean, again,
So
Restaurant
now this
Row.
is Restaurant Row.
Yeah,
So
it's like Restaurant Row.
Dragonfly.
You've got and just all sorts.
I'm
You've
just
got
looking for the names.
Yeah, they're all over
Advent
there.
Health.
No, the melting pot's over there. You've got Eddie V's is a steakhouse, seafood steakhouse up here over on the right. We're gonna stop.
There's
Sorry.
a cycle bar there that like spinning classes, that kind of thing.
Yeah, all sorts of places. It
Now-
really is. It's a great spot.
As we clear this, you might see in the distance behind the trees the Orlando Eye is over there, and then also the big terrifying death tower of swings. I don't know what that's called.
I don't know.
But there's the melting pot, by the way,
Yep,
over to the right.
melting pot, yep.
So this is you
Eddie
see why
V's
they
is
call
over
this
here.
Restaurant Row. There's Vines Grill and Wine Bar, Eddie V's, Rocco's Tacos.
Yeah, it's Rocco's Tacos. It's good.
Shout out, those are very good. That's a very good spot.
Yes, it is.
So Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Right, and by the way, Sand Lake Sound is back over to our right as well.
Yep.
So do you want me to take a left up here then on to?
Go to wherever it's telling you.
Yeah.
Now at this point, just
Yeah.
because. So now we're kind of in the middle of it. This is so if you've ever been to Universal, so this is sort of the International Drive-ish area for Universal. And if you're a Disney person, you know what I mean. International Drive is kind of where all the restaurants and places to eat and touristy kind of other things are. That's where we are now. So again, really, if you're going to hang out at night and you're taking a Universal vacation, and you're going to hang out in the evenings, you're going to hang out here. You're going to go down to the Orlando Eye, because it's not just the Orlando Eye there. It's, again, the spinning tower of death. I apologize, I don't know what that's called, but it's that thing that I won't ever get on. But
there's an escape room over there.
There's many escape rooms here, but like we actually have in our house posters of all the escape games we did there.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Really good family thing to do.
I hope they're open. I hope they're back open.
I think they
right?
are. I think so.
So where we're going to go, though, just so everybody knows, we're not going to necessarily go into the main front entrance part of Universal. Again, everything we've done here is via the back roads, and apologize for a little bit more of the delay, but it is spring break, so it's a little extra traffic at the time. But we're going to take a left here on Turkey Lake Road. Turkey Lake Road is going to take you right behind. You're going to see Volcano Bay. So I remember when they were building that. I was at a different broker at the time, and we were sitting in an office, and you could just feel like everything shaking, and it was as they were like hammering down into the ground. You could feel it across the street, but it was really kind of cool to see it, go from nothing to this just incredible water park, which we haven't been to, by the way.
We have not been there.
not been to.
When it first opened, it was so busy and now they have a special way of doing your ride appointments and things. Someone calling.
That's what it sounds like when you call me, by the way. It's Jason Mraz.
Jason Mraz song.
Can we shout out to Jason Mraz?
We will do a whole Sunday drive about
Can
Jason
we do
Mraz, I'm
it?
sure. She loves him. Again, today's theme has been things Amy likes better than Eric. Jason
not been the
Mraz,
theme.
the sexy Australian in your phone. It's been a bad day for me. Okay, Whole Foods over there. If you like Whole Foods, there's there. So again, you see we're in sort of the shopping, and there's a place up here that's like a golf simulator restaurant kind of thing. Lots of really fun stuff to do here that are sort of more of the low key things to do. So it's called the Groovy Goat now, the greatest of all time. It's got simulators and things like that. Good stuff over there.
Yep.
Again, now we're into shopping, we're into restaurants, those kind of things. So today hasn't really been that much about residential things, but you can see little signs for Universal Orlando as we come up closer. We are absolutely getting there.
Yep.
Again, traffic has been a little different. Now this community up here, Park Square Homes over to the left, that is lakeside at Toscana. Those are actually like 3-story condo.
They're skinny, narrow,
really cool.
long,
Yeah.
and
we have a video. I'll put a link up there so you can see that video. Those are kind of cool. But yeah, Volcano Bay right there in front of us.
Yep. So we are now at.
We're just there now.
We're here. We are here in, officially in Orlando now. And we are. There's Volcano Bay. Volcano Bay.
It's a beautiful day today. I don't know
It
what
is
the
a
temperature
gorgeous
is where
day.
you are, but we're in the 80s today, and there's people enjoying
Yeah.
the water park that kind of hangs out over the road almost. It looks like
It does. I know. I actually thought that too. I was like, it feels like it's just like, what if something broke? But
I think it won't though, because it's all very safe.
So you want me to go?
Just pull into Universal somewhere, because now. So over to our right, I believe, is some of the cast members. Well, it's not really cast members at Universal.
Yeah, that would be
team member parking or whatever what do they call them at Universal? Employees. I'm not sure. Our kids both worked, by the way.
They did.
So our daughter worked serving butterbeer in Harry Potter World.
Yeah, she did.
Our son. God bless our son. He worked. Imagine for a minute. He worked for a whole summer at the Betty Boop shop. So all freaking day long, boop boopy doo, and then they re-cue it because how long are you in the Betty Boop shop? But he listened to that all day long, every day, and he never twitched.
No,
I can't believe he didn't. But it's Dr. Phillips High School.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's talk about where we are. So Dr. Phillips High School is over here on our left. The road here, you want me to go ahead and turn right?
Yeah, turn right.
We can just turn right and then maybe
on
pull
Hollywood
in.
Way. That seems like appropriate.
It does. But yeah, you've got the big sign right there. Universal Studios is kind of up and to our right. Not sure if you can see it yet. But Dr. Phillips High School is on our left. If you keep going straight, that's where you have the employee parking.
One of the things that gets me about the employee parking lot is you can see the back of Hogwarts Castle.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see it. But it also is kind of a bummer because you go and for me that's a metaphor for living where we live. It's not a bummer.
That was kind of deep.
Downer. No, but my point is you sort of know once you know the back entrance, you know that's not a full size castle. Hopefully not. Sorry, spoilers. It's a forced perspective thing, which is really cool. But when you see it from the back, you kind of go, oh, they didn't build a whole Hogwarts castle, and you kind of go, oh,
yeah.
I guess King Kong's not really. And it makes you sad.
It does.
So now we're in it. This is Universal.
This is it. We're at Universal. You've got your hotels, Cabana Bay, whatever, over to the right. You've got Universal's to our left. That's where the little trams are. What do you call them? Trams?
Yeah. But there's also, you can see that, so that's the Dr. Doom death scary drop thing over to the left. I don't know if you can see it on any of the cameras. I'll put this one over there just so you can see the Dr. Doom super death drop. Again, I don't know the names.
I don't know.
I do ride that one, and every time I ride that one, I go, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And I love it, and it's fun.
Yeah. Well, we are getting close to the end of our tour, right?
We are. I just wanted to point out that we talked on one of our tours of going through Disney that you can always tell that you're at Disney by the road. Well, this is a Universal road.
Yes.
This is what Universal roads feel like. Really tall palm trees.
Yep.
Lots of greenery, like lots and lots and lots of greenery, and. Universal, I think, is undervalued as a destination. Hey, there's the Hulk right there. You can see it.
Nice.
So you can just tell where we are now. There's the Hulk roller coaster. We're passing Lowe's Royal Pacific. Just keep going down this road for a minute.
Okay.
If they don't want to watch, they'll just stop watching.
City Walk is straight ahead.
City Walk straight ahead. Another fantastic place just to hang out. Yeah, it's great. So actually, if you go straight, we'll actually we'll be through Universal.
Okay.
And then we can be done with the tour. That's not even true. You have to take a right.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wrong once and right once.
It's like, I'm not going into the parking lot, sweetie.
So if you look over to our left right now, is actually the drop-off zone. Oh no, they changed it. That used to be the drop-off zone over there. Now you go to a top of a parking garage, and that's important to know. Like if you have teenagers get to hang out at City Walk. They get to hang out at Universal. It's very, very cool.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to end this tour, but we're going to end this tour by violating rule number 1. We're going to get on I-4. just for a minute. But we'll deal with that. You don't have to deal with us now. Have a lovely day. Because we're turning left up here.
Okay, well, I was just going to go straight for a second, but okay.
So we're going to go straight for a second.
No.
Never mind. I'm wrong again.
No.
Okay, then we're turning. So
Okay.
say the catchphrase and we'll get out of here.
Happy house hunting.